and welcome the YouTube audience back for CLG FC episode 81. Huge thanks for joining us. We have got Southport and Einsdale reserves. Welcome along, Zig. I hope you're well. We have just finished our high tube of views. Hi, yes. Speaking of which, I think I'm. How are we with the upload? Oh, we've just finished uploading 74.1. That's nice. So I should click that. This should be episode 74.2. Yep. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna start prepping that upload now because I'm trying like hell to stay current with uploads. By the way, so much content to be uploaded. I haven't even uploaded the F1 races I did the other day. By the way, so that's how crazy it is. But this will be 74.2 on the YouTube. That I'm uploading now. But this current episode will be CLG FC episode 81. So welcome along. And yeah, we're continuing on. The task is to get through most of the season today, I think. I think we're going to try and pull through most of the season. Here's the momentum that we had in the last match. Here's the last match XG. First half, they were real stifled. Are you uploading the trucking? I didn't record the trucking, no, but I can start to if you think it would make good content. And I probably should. I probably will. I didn't even record Hearts of Iron. So, but yeah, I think so. And by the way, I am probably going to continue trucking tomorrow. So I don't know what you got going on tomorrow, but I'll probably be back on ETS2 at some point tomorrow. I think it's going to be like the previous stream, by the way, where the previous F1 stream where I do 2 races of F1 and then move on to the trucking. Hit me up. I 100% will hit you up on it. And I'll make sure to record it as long as you're okay with your voice going out to YouTube, obviously, on a channel that's not yours. Then 100% I will record it for the YouTube. The YouTube, I don't actually make special content. I don't care. I don't actually make. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't actually make special content for YouTube. A lot. I mainly just record my Twitch streams via OBS and just upload the raw, unedited VOD. And that's usually what goes up on YouTube. So I don't edit anything out, really. It's just whatever you guys see on the stream or we talk about on the stream is what goes up on YouTube. So I will just keep the chats to less controversial topics. I mean, what did we talk about that's really ever controversial, to be fair? So. Oh wait, football. Oh yeah. Side note, I just see. Uh, but Southport 9-star reserves, 3-2 over Wire Villa reserves at Wire Villa. So we are actually the only home team that won this weekend. It was right in the 5th, and then 4 minutes later in the 9th to put Southport and 9-star reserves 2-0 up. Bonar in stoppage time in the first half put Southport 9-star reserves 3-0 up at the break. Smith in the 66th pulled one back for Wire Villa reserves before Dean in the 81st got a second. But they couldn't find an equalizing goal. And that is enough to send Wire Villa reserves down into 10th. Southport 9-star will climb above them in 9th. Counter logic, FC under-18s held as Smith impresses. It was a 1-1 draw. Dean in the 67th for Stallbridge under-18s, and then Crosby in the 74th pulled one back for us. We're still top of the under-18s league now by 2 points. So there you have it. Now we're on the tick down, the rundown to our next fixture. Again, it's been a week in between each match, which has been very nice. After the Wire Villa reserves match, though, we've got 3 weeks between that match and the Upton JFC reserves match. Then we have 2 weeks between that match and Shevington reserves. And then finally we would have, I think that's 2 weeks between that and Mellor. But we have some periods coming up where there's going to be 3 or 4 weeks between fixtures. Oh my goodness me, Egypt. Oh my good, they have scored. Egypt have scored in the, how are you a pro club? That must be costing you about. So the whole reason, because it's a community save, right? And we have community members on the club, right? In order to keep them at the club, we've had to finagle the money so that we're a pro club and we can afford to pay them salary. That way, every amateur team under the sun isn't trying to fucking sign them, right? So, and we can also try and push away most of the professional teams that try to sign them. Um, and then if the board ever undercut us, which they have, we just drag them back into the club via the FM editor. But for the most part, it helps keep the club. Uh, it helps keep the players at the club. So, and that's the idea, is that we're going to be keeping our community members at the club as much as we can. So, and then when they do leave, because the chairperson sold them out from underneath our feet, we use this tool to move them back into the club. So it's a community save. So we don't actually spend a lot on wages, to be fair, Zig. We spend 19,000 pounds a week on wages, and our wage budget's 26. So we're actually well under the wage budget. Except, oh, Tom Ellis has come through with tremendous potential. So that's fair. Uh, what's his contract at now? He's on a youth contract till the end of next year. But he is 17, is he not? He's 16. So we can offer him a contract. Uh, okay. Cool. I can't even get the board to agree to send me on a National B license. Tom Ellis, what do you want, mate? What do you want? 130 and 2 years? We'll add a 1 year optional contract extension on, and there you go. So, uh, here comes a booking, by the way. Mohammed Shahata for Egypt's taking a booking. 13th minute, Egypt 1-0 over Uzbekistan. Um, we are 6 days away. And whew, that's a bad foul. Yeah, that's 100% a booking. So, but yeah, we are. Time is moving quickly, by the way. If you've noticed, the days process quicker. I'm so happy. Thank you to everyone for the suggestions of actually cutting down the player database size and whatnot. I've actually taken it to heart and implemented it. Yeah, it is good. Yeah. So I appreciate everybody who's first off stuck by the stream despite those sometimes brutal processing times that we had, and then second off giving me all the suggestions to actually cut down the player base size, because it's been a big improvement. So no reason to try that. Why would he try that? I don't know why he'd try. Anyway, um, so yeah, 5 days to go until the fixture. We will do leagues in focus if it comes up, of course, which we anticipate that. That is a segment I always enjoy. I don't know if other people do, but I always like, even in any FM save I have, to overlook the computer leagues and see what's going on in things like the Premier League, League One, League Two. I used to do in FM 16, and here is Leagues in Focus, by the way. In FM 16, this screen used to be 9 leagues. So I would do Premier League, League One, League Two, National League, Vanarama North, Vanarama South, MLS, and one other league. Usually, like my manager in FM16 is from Hong Kong, so I would do the Hong Kong Premier League as well. But yeah, always a big fan of overlooking the leagues. Speaking of which, let's get into it. Leagues in focus. We'll start with MLS. That is the league that's winding down. Columbus are the first team in the East to lock in a playoff spot. They're only 6 points ahead of ninth, basically. So it's been extremely tight in the Eastern Conference all season long. But Columbus is locked in. They are top of the East by 2 points over the New York Red Bulls. Charlotte is third. Philly Union is fourth. NYC FC is fifth. New England Revolution is 6th, Atlanta United 7th, Cincinnati is 8th, Nashville 9th. DC United has fallen out of the playoffs with 2 games left in the season. They are outside by 2 points. Orlando is at the bottom on 37. They're out. Montreal is out. Chicago is now out. Miami is now out. And Toronto FC are a point away themselves from being out of the playoff race. In the Western Conference, Real Salt Lake still lead by 3 points over the Galaxy in second. Austin FC is third. All 3 of those have locked in a playoff space or spot. It is Minnesota United in fourth, Colorado Rapids fifth, LAFC is sixth, Houston Dynamo seventh, FC Dallas eighth, the Portland Timbers now ninth, Sporting Kansas City on the outside looking in by 2 points. St. Louis City is the worst team in MLS on 30 points. They are out. San Jose is out. Seattle Sounders are out. That's the San Jose Earthquakes, by the way. They're out. Seattle Sounders are out. Vancouver is also out. So it's literally between Portland, Dallas, really anyone from Minnesota down to Sporting Kansas City. That's all that's left to compete for the playoff spots in MLS. In the Premier League, City still 6 from 6, 18 points, level on points with Arsenal. Nothing's changed here since the last time we did leagues and vote. I guess Brentford is still 3rd, Newcastle 4th, Liverpool 5th, Man U 6th, Forest 7th. Luton, another surprise of the season, coming up from the championship again. They are 9th. Villa, the other surprise of the season, the 3 straight 4th place finishing Villa are now down in 10th with only 2 wins to their name this season. My beloved West Ham are 11th. Spurs are 15th. Chelsea is 17th. And Southampton and Chelsea are just 2 points above the drop over Leicester and Leeds. Palace are 3 points adrift at the bottom. Sky Bet Championship, it's still Bournemouth at the top by 4 points. Fulham in second over the playoff places by a point, which is Norwich City, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Bristol City, and Ipswich Town, the last of which is only in the playoffs by goal difference of 3 goals. Burnley, Watford, Rotherham United are on the outside looking in by a point. At the bottom, it is Middlesbrough, Cardiff City, Lincoln City, who are above the drop by a point over Plymouth Argyle. Preston North End are 2 points adrift. Coventry City now 6 points adrift, having lost their last 5 games. Sky Bet League One, Sheffield Wednesday still lead the way by a point over Bolton Wanderers, who lead the playoff places by a point themselves. The playoffs being Burton Albion, Walsall, Peterborough United, and Barnsley, the last of which lead Reading on goal difference by just 2 goals. They lead the Dons of AFC Wimbledon by just 4 goals in the goal difference. Stockport County, Blackpool, Wigan Athletic down on 11th, still on the outside looking in by just 2 points. At the bottom, it's Swansea City a point above the drop. And Oxford United have climbed out of the drop. They haven't been beaten in 4. They're 2-1 in their last 5. Oxford United out of the drop by a goal in the goal difference over Milton Keynes. Shrewsbury Town are 3 points, or I'm sorry, 3 goals back on goal difference. Cambridge United 4 points adrift in 23rd, with Grimsby Town the same in 24th. Sky Bet League 2, Stevenage lead the way by 2 points over Port Vale. Rochdale are 3rd in the final promotion spot. They lead the playoffs by 2 points. Playoffs being Exeter City, Colchester United, Notts County, and Barrow. Forest Green Rovers just on the outside by a single goal in the goal difference. And then a point out of the playoffs, Carlisle United, Mansfield Town, and Cheltenham Town down on 11th. At the bottom, it is Kidderminster Harriers and Accrington Stanley, who are a point clear of the drop. Swindon Town are a point adrift from safety. Torquay United, the Vanarama National promoted side, also a point from safety, but they haven't won in 5 games. Vanarama National, Woking still top by 2 points over FC Halifax. AFC Sudbury back in the playoff places, along with Bromley, Sutton United, Southend United, AFC filed, the last 2 of which lead Oldham Athletic and Eastleigh on goal difference. Yeovil City, Scunthorpe United, Doncaster Rovers, Wealdstone, and Dagenham and Redbridge, all the way down in 14th place, are only a point outside the playoffs. At the bottom, it's Morecambe, who's a point above the drop over Boreham Wood in 21st. Hartlepool United are 2 points adrift in 22nd. Barnet, 2 points adrift in 23rd. Gateshead, still yet to win a game this season, are 9 points adrift at the bottom of the Vanarama National. You can tell you were a caster. Thank you very much. The division directly above us, Digmore, 2 points atop the league over Canton United, who are in a promotion spot by a point over Trafford United and Staconians now in third and fourth. At the bottom, 3 clubs who are 3 points above the drop. That's Manchester Saints Athletic, Cherrybrook, and now Burskoff Dynamo, who haven't lost in 3 games, picked up 7 from 9 that was available. That was enough to climb them out of the drop over Spurley Hay in 11th and Norcross at the bottom of the Mid-Lancashire and District Football League. That's Leagues in Focus. Let's keep moving on. We got scouting reports coming in. See, he's got 4-star potential. He's like, we'll keep the report, but the rest of these guys, actually, fair play. He's not bad. Can I get you to check 2 teams? Abso-friggin-lutely. Who do you want? Who do you want? I'm going to just do the scouting reports while I wait for you to type that to me and overlook these scouting reports. So, let's see here. These guys are just too old, man. Too old and not good enough. So, there you go. Wilmslow Albion. I think Wilmslow Albion. They are now in the Manchester Football League Division 2. Wilmslow Albion. Let's look at their history. They have been in the Manchester Football League Division 2. Wilmslow Albion. They finished 14th the first year. They're out of 15th. There is no relegation in this league, by the way. Manchester Football League Division 2. They finished. Oh, come on. Go to stages. So first season, they were second from the bottom, 6 wins from 28 games, 22 points. And then they finished 14th again the second season in our save. 27 points this time, just a point over Manchester Central at the bottom. Improvement the next season. They actually scored the same number of points. So I don't know if I want to say improvement. They scored the same number of points, but it was good enough for 12th this time. And then the season after that, where did they go? They actually finished 10th. So they actually improved by 7 points from 2 seasons ago in the last season. They're 34th. That's 10 points. And yeah, that is currently the division they're still in. They are 7th now, 5 games into the season on 9 points, 3 wins, 2 draws in our opening 5. And of course, the mighty Macclesfield. So Macclesfield, hello? Hello? I clicked view history. There we go. Northwest Counties League Premier Division. They finished first. They topped it with 94 points. And then they won Division 1 West with 90 points. They came up to the Northern Premier League Premier Division, which was that the first year of our save? Or was that the second year of our save? That's rules. I meant the 2 stages. That was the first year of our save. The first year of our save, Macclesfield won the Northern Premier League Premier Division on goal difference by 6 goals over Gainsborough, who didn't win the playoffs. Ratcliffe actually won the playoffs in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. And then they were in the Vanarama North. So Vanarama North, our second season in our save. Macclesfield finished smack dab in the middle practically in 11th, 68 points. That's a pretty good opening campaign. Second season, they had 58 points. They didn't manage as much. They finished 13th. Third year of our save, they managed 55 points. So they went down by 3 more additional points and finished in 16th. And then the current season, Macclesfield are in 12th, currently on 18 points, 12 games into the season. Their wins include Curzon Ashton at the foot of the table. They have beaten, by the way, the league leaders, South Shield, who are it's one of South Shield's 2 losses. They beat Gloucester as well. who are 2 spots below them. They beat AFC Telford, who are trying to hold on to their position here in or AFC Telford United, I should say. We're trying to hold on to their position in National League North here. And then they beat Leamington as well, who is currently, where are they in the stand? A playoff team, 7th place. So looks like they need the greatest manager back. Me. You want me to add you in the game as their manager? I'm sure I could do something about that. Darlington 1-1 draw over with Darlington or ninth. That's not a bad draw. Colville, who's second, they drew 1-1. That's a pretty good draw actually. And then they drew Braintree Town in 11th. We can talk later. All right, cool. Who did they lose to? They lost to Witten, who are third. I think these guys came down last season, right? Yeah, yeah. These guys, Witten, by the way, we're on a crazy run. Why does it do that? Why does it not let me? I got to go back here, click that. Witten, in our save, they won the Northern Premier League Premier Division, went up to Vanarama North. I'm sorry, they started in the Northern Premier League Division 1 West, finished second, came up, won the league, came up to Vanarama North, finished second, and then came up to Vanarama National, where they just barely went down at the end of last season. I mean, they barely went down at the end of last season. On the last day, they went down because I think Boreham Wood won on the last day. So Witten Albion, 11 wins and they went down. Um, so there is that. Yeah, where were you at? Macclesfield? Yeah, their other loss. So they lost to Witten, who's third. They lost to Stalybridge, who's 21st. That's not a great loss. They lost to Scarborough, who's a playoff team, and they lost to Alfredton, who is 3 places below them. So it's not bad. We can talk. Gracias. You are welcome. Let's keep moving on. 4 days to go until the fixture. Spaps is doubtful for it, but I don't know if we're going to have him back, quite frankly. Um, so, but they maybe, Zig, if Macclesfield are looking for a commentator, radio or otherwise, have him give me a call. So that's all I'm saying. So if you know somebody at the club and they're looking for a commentator, have them give me a call. Um, what do we got? We got a stoppage for nothing. So alas, they have a really good commentary crew. That it figures. A club like I listen to them every game. A club like the mighty Macclesfield. So, uh, what are your guys' nickname? What's Macclesfield's mascot? Not mascot isn't like the big fluffy thing. Like what are they called? Are they just called the mag like the Silkman? Oh, that's so great. That's a phenomenal one. The Silkman. Yes, that's good. That's good. Oh, okay. That's on. Yeah. Okay. Uh, let's see here. Oh, oh. Uzbekistan just leveled against Egypt. I think it was an own goal, but it was a really, really, really good. Oh, he's offsides. He's offsides. Murph! What's going on, Murph? Thank you for the follow. Cheers, mate. Were you streaming today? And if you were, how was your save, brother? I had no idea you streamed, man. Yeah, man. I used to stream intermittently because I used to be a Counter-Strike commentator for 4.5 years. And then afterwards, I I actually retired from esports commentary in March, and now I stream Football Manager. I've been playing Football Manager for 15 years, so not been on today yet, mate. You good though? Absolutely fantastic. So, welcome to the save. It's bottom to top save using Dan FM database's uh, database. So we started in level 20. We're in level 16? 16. 16? 16, I think. So we're in level 16. So, but yeah, uh, it's been good. Yeah, I used to. I mean, it's it kind of is a bit humbling, I guess you could say, or come back down because all the streamers that I talk to, like Zig, like yourself, like Guja, like Hood, like they've all been playing Football Manager way longer than me. So I was like, oh, I feel like I've been playing the game a long time, and it's like, well, I've been playing since Championship Manager, and I'm like, shit, that would have been nice. We didn't have it over here in the States until '05, so not here for long, but saw the name and thought, oh damn, appreciate it, Murph. Thank you very much, man. So, uh, but yeah, that 15 years is a good time. I actually reinstalled FM10, so I still play FM10 offline, believe it or not. But ooh, what a skip over. So, nicely done. That's a free kick. FM10, I love that. Yeah, I have a challenge in FM10. I'm actually doing. So I'm trying to. Well, he's injured, so he's not going to be making a start. Um, but I have an FA treble challenge going in my FM10 save. You start in level 10. You have to win the FA Vase, the FA Trophy, and the FA Cup with the same club in the same spell with the club. And if you get sacked, you have to pick up another level 10 club. If you get promoted out of the FA Vase before you win it, you have to resign and pick another level 10 club. And if you get promoted out of the FA Trophy before you win it, you have to resign, pick another level 10 club, and you can no longer pick that club that you're resigning from for the rest of the save. So it's a bit difficult. My rate that save idea. Damn, I'm Worcester Park in level 10, the combined counties Division 1, and we uh we finished fourth and made it to the FA Voss 6 round the first year, but we lost. We lost versus a league leading level 9 side, and we lost like 2-1 on an 88th minute goal too. I was like, fuck. I was like, so I was just it was brutal. But yeah, season 2 we're fancied to finish like I think upper mid table again, like 6th or 5th, and I'm like, I can get promoted because level 9 is still the FA Vaz in that save, but it's one of those things like you want to like I want to win it. You know what I mean? I want to win it soon so I can actually move up with the club. So, but it's tough. The Vase is really hard to win. I've come to realize it's a lot harder. Like of the 3 trophies, I would say the of the 3 competitions, I would say the trophy is probably the easiest to win because uh there you get like 5 seasons to win it, or you have 5 levels in which you compete in, and it's a lot of teams, but at the same time, like if you get up to like level 6 or 5, you should be bullying most of the other sides in the competition until the later rounds when you're playing other Vanarama National or other Vanarama North South sides. But to me, the Vaz is very tough to win because a lot of clubs at level 9 and 10 are kind of the same skill level. Obviously, some are a little bit better, but everybody's kind of the same reputation, same kind of club. So the moment you have an off day, it's over for you. The run's over for you. So it's like, you know, it's not like the FA Cup where if you enter as a level 7 team, there's no way you're getting past maybe even the first round proper. You know, but the Vaz, it's like everybody has a chance. It's really any given Sunday kind of stuff on the FA Vaz. I feel like. We are a day away from the fixture. It's a large database, so it takes a little bit of time to process. It was 425,000 players. We've cut it down to 310,000 players, so we've cut 115,000 off the database. We have more players falling off the database, but it won't be until it's kind of that's I don't know if that shouldn't have been offsides. But yeah, we have more players coming off the database at the end of the year once like the Chinese league and all them conclude. Those leagues will flip over to view only, and then we'll have more players coming off the database. I think I did. I think I ever did best in any lower league save was in Tier 9. I got to the FA Cup third round proper, and that was killer. I was the best that I did was I was a Vanarama national team, and I got to the FA Cup. I think it was the semifinal, and then we got smoked by Manchester United in the semifinal. I knocked out. I think it was something like we won 2 or 3 straight pen shootouts in the FA Cup, right after the replays as well, because it was a much older version of FM before they scrapped all the replays. So it was like I got to the FA Cup semifinal, and then Manchester United blew me away. Semifinal versus Man U was mad. Yeah, exactly. But then I was like, I think it was something like we had Derby County in the 6th round, and uh, we won 1-0 at home on like a random crap own goal, and then we lost. I think 2-1 away, and then we went to pens, and they missed like 3 pens, and we were like, yeah, I think we were going to Wembley. And then Man United showed up and fucking smashed us like 9-0 or some shit in Wembley. It was awful. It was so bad. It was bad. I think it was 5-0 actually. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, we got smoked. I was like, whew. But the club was in a little bit of debt that year, and we basically wiped out most of the debt with the FA Cup winnings. And I was like, thank God. Otherwise, the club would have been like going in, close to administration. So, yeah, that was a good save. And then of course the next year or later in that the following season, I got him promoted in the league too. And then because it was FM 12 and uh, there was no what do you call it, cloud saving or anything like that. And I had a hard drive computer then. The hard drive failed and I lost the save. So I was like, fuck. So I had 2 saves going, and that was one in FM12, and that was one of them. And I've fucking lost it on when the hard drive failed. Let's kick the press conference off. Jamie Wilson, ITV Sport. Positive atmosphere. They're playing with creative freedom. How concerned are you about suffering defeat? Smile warmly and say, we're all happy campers. Frack is a fine start. I'm delighted with his start. Latest on Spaps' injury. He's still not fit. We're not worried, but he'll be out a little while longer. How important is a player like Jack? I'm lucky to have him. That's the end of the press conference. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's get into it. Right. I said to be on short, sadly. I'm testing some OBS shit, so I'll catch you soon. Murph, thank you for the follow. Thank you for coming by, brother. And if you go live, have a wonderful stream, man. Take care of yourself. I will catch up with you soon, man. So, right. We have got, we're going to tick over here, and it'll be match day. Southport and Einsdale reserves. So I believe actually the regular Southport and Einsdale side plays in the division above us, but I'd have to confirm that. But nonetheless, I'm not going to look. It's fine. Here we go. AFC Einsdale and Shevington reserves. It's Kivlin in the 6th minute for AFC Einsdale. I'm sorry, it's McDonald for Shevington reserves in the 4th minute before Kivlin 2 minutes later leveled. Flett 5 minutes later will put Shevington reserves back in front, and then he made no doubt who would be the winners in the 4th minute of stoppage time at the end of the second half. Shevington reserves, that's their first win of the season, and they pick up a big one over 4th place AFC Einsdale. And then it is Ribchester Rovers reserves and Heskett Casuals. Ribchester Rovers reserves Henderson in the 25th before Cockett in the 29th put him 2-0 up at the break. Onana 3 minutes after the resumption pulled one back, and then Cockett again in the 67th put a 3-1 lead up for Ribchester Rovers reserves. But Heskett Casuals would not be denied. Hull in the 73rd and Mercer in the 85th, 12 minutes later, meant a point was shared between the two sides. Heskett Casuals up to 6th on the point on goal difference. They leapfrog Meller and Ribchester Rovers reserves. They leapfrog Brook on points, and they have a game in hand. Ribchester Rovers reserves. I'm sorry, they have a game in pocket now. Beg your pardon. But they are in the promotion spot. Ellis shines as Triseth finds fitness for Counterlogic FC under 18s. We lost, unfortunately. Sam Button, the 60th, to go 1-0 up in halftime for Macclesfield under 18s. Oh, Zig, your Macclesfield side. Your under 18s, they beat my under 18s. It was Coel in the 65th before Tom Ellis pulled one back in the 78th. We had the pretty even possession. We had a little bit better. Suck it. Fuck you, Zig. We had even XG, almost even shots, pretty even possession. They had more half chances, though. And that was the difference, really. That was the difference. They beat us 2-1, and we're still top of the under 18s league by 2 points. Where's Macclesfield? They're down in 16th in the under 18s league, and so those are the two updates we have. Oh, Mackie. So let's tick over into match day here. It'll be October 10th. Looking forward to it. The further we get to December, the better the save's going to operate. It is still 1-0 Egypt here in the 41st minute. Uzbekistan's had a few looks. That's a foul. That should be a yellow card as well, honestly. It's just careless. It's just careless. So, well, careless isn't a yellow. Reckless is a yellow. I wouldn't say that tackle's reckless, to be fair, but it's, oh my God, he's had to go from long range. It is match day. Let's get into it. Oh, Mackie. Macclesfield. Now you got that in my head. Let's go here. There you go. Let's go to. Well, we're expected to win, of course. Why would the board make it easy for us? That wouldn't be any fun, would it? And here we go. Egypt trying to. They don't. Yeah, I don't know why. That's not good enough. I don't know why Uzbekistan on the defense are playing real compact. They're not playing very wide. They're really packing it, and then they had 8 players behind the ball, and Egypt had like 4 players, and they're trying to find and probe and prod. And I'm like, where's the width? You got to stretch them. When they play like that, you want the wing back to come in to overlap because he can put, first off push the offside line back with the ball if you give him the space, and then secondly, maybe attract one of the defenders forward, right, and just stretch that line out, and then you can find your space in between. Spaps is not ready to be selected. Callum Tomset is ready to be selected, so we should have Callum Tomset back. He only had a thigh strain. He's good. He's fine. Player's been made available for the under 21s game, but that was yesterday, so he's fine today. Anyway, he didn't play yesterday, so here we go. Shall we? Let's get into it. Um, I'm not even ready. I got to get the music ready. So, they have made 5 changes from their previous match, and we are about ready to get underway. We're going to point the finger and say, if you carry your last performance, we'll do well. Let's get into it. 4-3-3 for Southport Einsdale reserves. We've got our 4-2-3-1 as always. There's the table. Southport and Einsdale reserves struggling. Shaking a hand. He towers over my manager. We're underway, though. Southport and Einsdale reserves and Counterlogic FC. Here we go. It'll be Frack on the left-hand side. This might be a nothing highlight. We'll see. A Konikun here. Got Frack. Frack looking to bring the ball forward. Can cut back inside. Good ball control from Frack. Sheamus has it. Sheamus on the cross. Could be Cookies. Could be there! And it's over the bar. Here's Frack. Sheamus. Frack with the cross towards the back post. Jones could be there, but Story, he's gathered it up. It was kind of headed right to him anyway here. No pressure from Story on that one. I've won the header on the restart of play here. Snicky's got it. Now for Sheamus here. Sheamus. Oh, Dennis just comes and cuts it out. Bonar Bridges now, and Southport Hinsdale reserves will have control of the ball. Here's Story trying to boot it upfield, and that is over Jones's head. Parks will come down with it. Jones will collect it from him. Jones with an early cross. Snicky running into the box. They could not win the header. Bridges did, but it goes out by, it goes over the byline for a corner kick. Here's Sheamus now on the right side. Flag. He will boot it. It's going back post, but Story, it's very easy for him to grab, and he will do so. Ninth minute. Frack for Sheamus. Back for Sheamus. He might be offsides here. Snicky, he's not off, but Minton clears it. Parks runs it down. Myself, Twinkle here in center. Back to Jones. It was hit well, but Burt cuts it out. Saw it the whole way. Now here comes Southport Hinsdale reserves. Cookie fouls him. Yeah, that's a foul. That's going to be a yellow card as well. It was a reckless challenge from Cookies. Here's Lazenbury for Bridges. Lazenbury has it again. Tries to send in his right winger, but Frack has cut that out. Bounce pass off Twinkle, and then it will go to Sheamus. Sheamus with a little bit of space. Still runs by his man. Konekun into better space, and over to Snicky in the center. Finds Jones. Very good spreading of the pitch. Cookies is there. Parks back for Cookie. Parks needs to go wider here, like where Cookies was going. But it's a deflection. Will be a corner. We're going to skip ahead over halftime. It is 1-0 Egypt over Uzbekistan. Corner from Sheamus. Back post. Jones is there, and it's just skimmed off the top of the netting and over for a goal kick. Here comes the ball in. Brat's got it. And it will restart play here. Here we go. Second half about to kick off. There we go. Meanwhile, back in our FM game, here's Parks on the right-hand side. Jones, Cookies, they want to bring the ball forward. They're collapsing the right-hand side. So back to Parks, and through the midfield it will now go. Myself for Konekun. Takes a touch. He needs to offload it. He will to Frack. There's space on the left. Sheamus shouldn't have tucked here. He should have tried to maybe bring the ball out wide, but Frack will at least run into the space that Sheamus provides by tucking. Here's a cross. Back post. Jones, and it's over. The signing from Carlton Sports Club has had two good opportunities on the back post. We're finding the ball to him, but he's just not been able to keep it down. And both opportunities have sailed over. Here's Cookies now with the ball through the midfield. Lovely dribbling. Finding Snicky. Snicky, maybe a heavy touch. Snicky trying to go through two, and Masudi Bea will cut it out, but the pass falls to Sheamus. Here's Cookies. Can he go from long range? He could have a crack if he wants. He decides against it. Made a Twinkle. Back to me. It needs to go over here. Jones will knock it on. Could have Parks. Jones decides to knock it on. Back post. Snicky's there. Story has it the whole way. Another highlight. Myself. Cookies. Cookies. Oh my goodness. Look at this run from Cookies. Cookies takes himself, and it's knocked out for a corner. Cadwaller denying what would have been A spectacular effort from Cookies. Here's Sheamus to take the corner. Whipped in back post. Nobody gets to it. I've now gotten to it, but it's way, way, way over the bar. And it will be a comfortable goal kick for Story. Free kick here for Southport Ninesdale Reserves. Back post, Cadwallader. Is it Cadwallader? Is offsides anyway. Here's the restart of play on the offsides. Jack Lemon. MD. On the right, over to Frat. Sheamus. Twinkle. Snicky. Sheamus. Twinkle. Opportunity to move it. Jack should give it to me. Move it through the midfield. Instead, Jack tries one over the top for Cookies. He might get to it. Bird can't. Where's the cutback? Jones was certainly calling for it. Would have been a good opportunity. Parks with a cross back post. Masudi Bea will head it clear, but it falls to Frack. Frack, Snicky, in close. Cookies gets to it. It's deflected all over, and it will go out for a corner. Sheamus with the corner, and Sheamus' corner is grabbed by Story. Dennis Lazenbury. That'll be a corner. As it deflects off, it looked like maybe Jack. I don't know who it deflected off of, actually, to be fair. Here's Bird with the corner. Whipped in back post. Cadwalder over, just over the net. Now we'll restart. Twinkle. Here comes the build out of the back. Over the defender. Jones just keeps it in for Parks. Jones with the touch. Now over to Cookies. Cookies with space. What can Cookies do? He needs help from Jones. They kind of dribble together. Twinkle will get it forward to Cookies. Snicky is there. Snicky finds Jones on the right. Jones comes back for the cross. Sheamus could be there. He's a little late to the run. And Bonar will put it out for a corner. Here's Frack on the corner. Whipped in. Jones is there, but it's headed away by Musadi Bayard, and it is cleared by Bird. Lazenbury in a foot race. He might win it. He has. He's going to give it back, all the way back to Bird. We've done well in the XG, but we've not found anything. I've been booked. Here's Cookies to me. Over for Parks. Really good space. Snicky's there. Offside flag goes up on Snicky. And that is going to be that. 36th minute now. We're trying to find a breakthrough. Jones from Parks. Back to Parks. Cross comes in. Sheamus doesn't jump for it. Bonar heads it clear. It only comes to Frack. Frack near post. Tries to cross. Bridges clears it. Lazenbury has it. Now can they break? There's a cross center for Davies. Right. Lazenbury. They cannot get the ball out of this right-hand side. Need to choke the life out of that side of the pitch, really. You're pressuring the ball there. You need to Snicky. Nice win. And then gives up the ball with too heavy a touch. Cadwallader will boot it forward, but Parks comes down with it uncontested. Here's Jones. Sends Cookies up the line. Cookies got plenty of space. What can Cookies do? Cross comes in. Snicky could be there. And it was a very hard one to keep down. They were leaping backwards, and they had to move the ball forward. It'll skim off the top and go over the bar. There's Jack to Frack for me. I mean, Frack's calling for it. Frack eventually does get it. Frack on the left foot. Need to put a cross in. Twinkle for me. Myself going for goal. Oh, it's off the bar. And it's headed out for a corner. That was almost a spectacular strike. Here's Sheamus to take the corner. It's whipped in. Jones is on the back post, but Cadwallader will head it clear. Cookies has it. It's given a Frack. They're on. Here comes the cross again. Akonikun could be late. Bird puts it out. Another CLG corner. Here's Sheamus with that corner. Whipped in. Jones is there. It's headed clear. Cookies has it. Cookies one touch off the chest. Cookies and Story somehow got something to it. Another corner for us. All this pressure, and yet we can't score. Whipped in, headed clear by Musaudi Bea. Sheamus, Akonikun. Akonikun looking for a cross to Frack for some reason, way out wide. Frack back for Twinkle. Twinkle could have a go himself. Leaves it to me. I've gone for another go off the bar again. What the fuck? Oh my word! How's that happened twice? Oh God! 43rd minute. Here's Akonikun for Sheamus. He had to take a really comfortable touch. Sheamus with a cross. Jones there. Back post. Masadi Bea wins the header. Parks comes down with it, though. This is going to go back in. Akonikun could be there. Bonar wins the header. Frack runs it down. Frack's in a good spot. He takes too heavy a touch. It's bounced off Sheamus. It comes back in, and it's headed out. Jones just runs it down in the corner flag. He's cut it back for Cookies, whose cross is blocked for a corner. What is this madness? That is the first half. Sheamus whips it in. Bridges heads it clear. Cookies again runs it down. Twinkle, Frack, that's cut out by Lazenbury. Here's Cadwallader. He boots the danger clear, but only Jack is back there. So it's only a temporary release of pressure. Here's a ball over the top. Sticky can't run that down. Musadi Bea clears it, but it falls to Jones on the right-hand side of the box. Jones' cross is just collected, and it is out for a corner towards the end of this first half. How many corners have we fucking had? We have 9 corners in this first half. Sheamus to take it. And Story will grab it. That is halftime. 1.18 XG to 0.06. I don't know what to say with a first half like that. We should be easily 3-0 up, really. 2-3-0 up. And yet it's 0-0, second half underway. Go on, Snicky. Go on, Snicky. Go on, Snicky. Snicky's done so well here. And then the final touch is fucking dog. Why? Good job, Jones. Go on, Cookies. Go on, Cookies. Go on, Cookies. Cookies goes for goal off the post. 3 times we've hit the woodwork. I'm not getting FM'd again, am I? Jones, who was that header to? I should have stepped up. Mitten, good tackle from Parks, but it still falls Southport Ninesdale's way. Wright has it. Cadwallader, Lazenbury, Dennis. Here's Dennis with it. Frack trying to take it off him. Dennis under a lot of pressure. Finds Lazenbury. Lazenbury with a cross. Parks will head it clear. They will have a corner. There's a good opportunity for Egypt. Oh, and it's just put wide. Here's Dennis. Corner comes in. Snicky wins the header unchallenged. Burt comes down with it, though. Lazenbury's shot it a mile over the bar. 49th minute, Brock gets us restarted. Look where I am. Okay. Oh, yes. Very nice. That's like, isn't that like real far north? Like real far north? Uh, here's, yeah. Yeah, right where they like conjoin, the three of them. We've hit the bar 3 times, by the way. Uh, and we still haven't won. The tri point of North Swindon. Yeah, exactly. Cookies, I think, has moved off sides. Yeah, the flag is going up. Cookies was off. So uh, that's like north, but a smidge northeast, right? Where the tri point is, I think. So Twinkle. Frack, Sheamus. Jack to Twinkle. 54th minute here. Jack, Frack, Twinkle, Jack. Where's the ball going to be brought forward? Jack looking for it. You just give it to me, mate. Oh, God. Goes back to Brat. Brat will give it to me. I like this red kit I did for you. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. I love all the kits, actually. The purple kit's sick. We just don't get to see it very often. That's all. Sheamus. Sheamus with the... Oh, sneaky back post! And they've somehow headed it into Rosette. Here's Frack. With the throw into a Konikun. Frag has it. Could get the cross in. Cross back Pones. Jones could be there. Off the post for a 4th time this game. Burt doesn't win it. Twinkle. Over the top. It's overhit. Here's Frack. What team is he? Here we go. Frack Jones. Back post. Oh, he's headed wide. Uwitskins? Uwitskin? What is... I don't... Those are really nice. Oh, God, those are so good. I love every single one of them. I couldn't pick a favorite. Oh, just wide. They are Swedish. Okay, nice. From Gothenburg. Nice. There's a Konikun with a free kick to Cookies. Cookies going for goal! Wide. I'm getting FM'd. They all have meaning behind them. Please explain. Oh, they look really nice. A Konikun. Frack. Twinkle. Myself. Cookies. Snicky going for goal! And it's nowhere close. All right, we need to make some subs. Callum Thompson is coming in. Frack has just been booked. So now we're going to player instructions, ease off tackles for Frack. I need a striker coming on. That's going to be Sam Wellman. There's Hoglesworth. Mitten. Come on, boys. He's just punted that upfield. The white and yellow are the colors. The blue and silver is the home colors. Okay. I love the pinstripe that you decide to do with it. The white and yellow are the colors of Gothenburg's coat of arms. Very nice. Joe Jones might be the last one. I don't think I have an AMR. I don't. I can do Cookies in the midfield. I can do defender. Lazenbury here with the ball. And the burgundy is the colors of the Swedish East India Company. Now, what is the significance of the Swedish East India Company? Wellman on for Snicky. We need something. Back post. Jones wins the header. That's going to go all the way through. Here's Frack. Sheamus. Frack. Twinkle. Back for me. Tripped off the ball. Thompson retains it. Twinkle will have it. Twinkle. Is Twinkle going to go for goal? He is going to go for goal, and he's shot it over. Near the area where the club is. Fair enough. They were based in Okay, they were based in Gothenburg. Nice. Lazenbury. Dua. Back post. Parks wins a crucial header. It will be a corner. Founded in 1731. How about that? Bonar. 86th minute. Here's the cross. I've won the header. It's headed clear. Cadwallader comes down with it. Mitten trying to give it up. It's Dua. Cadwallader. Back for Ondoa, and it will be another corner. Very nice. I mean, how am I not winning this game? 74% possession, 2.03 XG, 20 shots. Fuck's sake, guys. And here we go. That is headed away. Ondoa will run it down. Ondoa bringing it back in on the left-hand side. Ondoa looking for the cross. He's found Burt. Burt's in a dangerous area. Please don't foul him. Brindley cuts it out. A much-needed cutout from Brindley. Here's Dua with the throw. Lazenbury back to Dua. Dua going for the cross. Back post. Goes over Mitten and Parks. Mitten comes down with it. Mitten going in for Hollingsworth. I certainly think he's offsides. And it doesn't matter. It goes out for a goal kick. We need to attack, boys. Parks with it. Stoppage time. Tomset, Twinkle. Back for Tomset. Back for Twinkle. Back for Parks. Twinkle. Over the top. Masudi Bea. Why did we go over the fucking top? We can run it down the wing. We had space. You can switch the ball. Something. Here's Story. 2nd minute of added time. Why is it whenever we do draw teams, it's always the shit teams in the league, man? It's always the shit teams we can't beat. Here's Brindley. Brindley taking it cross out for a corner. Is there a way I can like just pump the ball forward? I've worked the ball into the box, but Sheamus with the corner. Frack coming in. Story has it. 3rd minute of stoppage time. Frack, Tomset. That's got to be a foul. How is that not a foul? He went right through the player. Thankfully, we still come up with it. It is going to be Parks. Myself. Jones might be offsides here. He stayed on. Frack. Oh, Frack. Fuck's sake. Frack. Play over the defense in transition. Distribute over opposition defense. But that's going to go out. Oh, it stayed in. Ondoa has it. Here comes the cross back post. Mitten's unmarked. And he fucking scored. You got to be fucking kidding me. How are we losing this game? Where's my right back? Get FM. I fucking hate this game. We went 59 games unbeaten. Not before this, but we had a stretch where we went 59 unbeaten. We come in this league, we have 1 draw, 1 win. I'm sorry, we have 1 draw, now 1 loss. Boys, play the ball forward. It's the Sheamus is begging for it on the fucking left-hand side. He's in space. Play the ball forward. Play the ball. Fuck this game, man. It gets so frustrating. I don't care if we lose, right? Mitten's about to fucking score. Step up on him, man. Fucking close him down. What is going on with Parks? I don't mind if we lose. If we lose, we lose. It's the fact that we play this fucking good and we lose. That's the thing that agitates. We've hit the post 4 fucking times. I am so fucking angry. That was not good enough. We lose 1-0 on a 94th minute fucking goal too. We should have won that match. There's no excuse for not doing so. There really is no excuse for not winning that fucking match. It's so frustrating. This game is frustrating. There's only 20 games in the season. The team below us had a game in hand as well. So it's like, it's just fucking, now we're open to being, oh God, it's going to be a dogfight. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. We lose 1-0. Upton JFC reserves have beaten Middletown and Overton reserves, sports clubs reserves, or sports reserves. Wallace in the 23rd, before Clark in the 32nd from the spot, and Vincent a minute later sent them 2-1 up at the half. Upton JFC reserves would hold on, no score in the second half. So 2-1 over Middletown and Overton Sports Reserves. Meller and Mostenbrook under 21s. Meller at least did us a favor and held Mostenbrook under 21s to a draw. So we at least got help elsewhere on the table. But again, why is it the fucking shit teams we lose to, man? These guys have 2 wins all season. 2 wins. They beat Wire Villa Reserves, who are the worst team in the league, and then they beat us, who are the best team in the league. That's fucking frustrating. Attend the press conference. Graham Underwood, Sky Sports. 5-match run, a lead game without conceding is finally over. How do you feel? I'm so proud. There was plenty of stoppage time drama here. Do you expect quite so much? Um, uh, oh, sorry. I can't concern myself with that when we fail to see the game out. We have to focus on correcting our own mistakes. Your side dominated the ball today, but you somehow find yourself on the losing end. It's absolutely frustrating to not even come away with a point from a game we've dominated, but we've got to learn the lessons from these matches. Must have been a real kick in the teeth. We'll bounce back. No fewer than 4 times today. How do we not win that match? We're not selling him. Talk about Bront. With all due respect, he can talk as much as he wants, but Brot isn't for sale. It always is easier to deal with somebody you respect. So thanks. Frack impresses as we fail to win. uh, who is this? Is this Frack? Frack. Well, yeah, because we fucking needed to win, really. I thought it was worth taking it again. Yeah, fuck. Anyway, frustrating way to end the episode, but this is the end of the episode. CLG FC episode 81 on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you for 82. Hopefully the bounce back. Why are Villa Reserves the worst team in the league? I mean, it's frustrating because all the teams that were competing for promotion, you talk about Meller, you talk about Mostenbrook under 21s, you talk about Ribchester Rovers Reserves, you talk about AFC Einsdale. We beat them all and beat them all semi-comfortably. We get to Southport and Einsdale reserves, and we can't fucking find a way to win the fucking game. Very, very poor. So, yeah, anyway, that's the end of episode 81. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you for 82 next time. Until then, take care.